I wanted to take a moment. I feel like my sideburns is puffy. Mash it like that. Make it flat. Mash. The monster mash. Let me stop. But anyway. um So I was doing my fat phobia video earlier and it kept jumping in and out. And I don't think that I'm going to spend a lot of time on either message right now. But I wanted to document it because I want these to be conversations that I kind of like come back to. Well, not necessarily the black gay pride thing because I'm going to say a few things about that. And then I think I really want to, talk about the fat phobia because I was trying to talk about that earlier. So, yesterday I was talking to somebody who, I have a lot of respect for and who I consider to be very close to me. And we were talking about the lyrics to one of my songs. And, they were, letting me know that it could be perceived as fat phobic. And that really, resonated and sat with me, because when people say things to me, I try to be thoughtful of how what I'm saying and what I'm doing is impacting people. Obviously, I'm not going to let anyone try to extremely police me or make me feel comfortable in how I communicate, but I do want to be thoughtful and sensitive to other people's feelings because I want other people to be thoughtful and sensitive to my feelings, a man, a woman. So, I've been on this weight loss journey since the fall of last year because normally my peak weight is like 228 pounds. I want to say that I started struggling with my weight around in my 30s after I had, bottom surgery, after I had my orchiectomy. And it's been a journey for me. I go up and down. And when I go down this time, I don't want to, I'm trying not to lose the weight extremely fast because I don't want to gain it back. And they say when you lose the weight really fast, you tend to gain it back just as fast. So, I've been, on this journey since like the fall of last year. And I think I'm like, 33 pounds in, but I'm trying to, really, really get up to 50, trying to get up to them 50 pounds. And then that's when I'd be like, yeah, like, well, close to 60, but, anyway, I've had this journey with weight loss and I'm just in this place of mindfulness, like thoughtfulness, because the more that I feel like I'm being confrontational with people about their weight, the more that I feel like I'm using people's weight, like if we get into an argument and you're saying some things that's making me feel a way about myself, then that has tended to be my go-to for people when we're arguing, if that's something that I notice about them and they're coming for me. And I have tried to evolve past that, like I said, because I don't like people coming for my aesthetic. I feel like if it's something that you really want to say to me, then then speak to the behavior, speak to the issue that you have with my personality. What is really vexing you about me? What, like talk about that, like speak to that, like illustrate that. Don't just come from my aesthetic, because a lot of times when you end up coming for someone's aesthetic, it's really a character trait. It's really a personality trait. It's really something about their energy or their spirit that you want to speak to. And a lot of people, rather than speaking to that, they'll speak to something that's aesthetic. And so I'm trying to move away from feeling like I have to like challenge people, and when I challenge them, I'm coming for your aesthetic, as a default, because America again is a very fat phobic society. I grew up, with that, perspective and that thought process. And so when people would call me gay, or when people would talk about my status, or when people would talk about my teeth or anything, like if I could talk about your weight, then that was the place where I was going. And what we have to understand is that fat phobia is a real thing. I'm not going to diminish it in any shape, form, or fashion, but I'm also going to play the whole tape on both sides and point out the fact that, you know, that's one of the substances that people can use. That's one of the substances that people can, overindulge in or misuse. And there's no consequences in which you'll be persecuted by the law, in which that's punishable by the law. Like the law is not wearing you out for overeating. Now, if you're stealing or poisoning people's food, then that's a whole different story. But you're not being criminalized for overeating. You can be criminalized for misusing alcohol, for misusing any drugs, even the ones over the counter. Like, if you don't have a prescription to be getting it, like you could run into some legal problems with that. Like, yeah, like there are tons of vices that, if you overindulge in them, you are likely to get in trouble, and they are harmful. They are all harmful. Like, and for me as a trans person who is post operative and who has done these things to their body that I feel like, play a part in compromising the vitality that I might have. Living with HIV, being post-op. These are things that have been documented to complement to complicate vitality, or to affect your vitality. And so yeah, it's important for me to be my best self, for me to have energy. A girl do be having like a post-apocalyptic, energy, where a girl be want to be ready, just in case, the rubber meets the road. A girl want to be ready to spring into action as best she can. I am getting older, so all of that plays into my relationship to my weight. I'm not just walking around here just being fat phobic just to be fat phobic, or saying things that sound fat phobic just to sound fat phobic. Like, I think you can understand what a person has been through and what a person has experienced, and how I interpret life, how I'm impacted by the things around me, and that has shaped my relationship to food. That's shaped my relationship to how I look at weight gain. When I experience being heavier, I move slower, I have less energy, I experience more pain in my body. You know what I'm saying? I often have flu-like symptoms. I don't feel like, I feel like my body is not at optimum health for me, and that's my personal journey. Other people may be plus size or body positive, and they may have completely different experiences. But for me, I like to feel light when I wake up, and I like to feel light when I go to sleep. I don't like to feel heavy. I don't like to feel bloated. I don't like these feelings. And I like to divil and dabble in a blend of things, but I am not using any drugs in particular to help me lose weight now, or to help with my weight loss now. That's not happening. I'm legit just focusing. It's taking, thank you, it's taking a lot of focus. I eat during peak times a day. Like, my hours is typically between 11 to 6 or 1 to 5. That's pretty much for me. Yeah. Make sure y'all click that like button when you come on. I don't know if like my signal is messing up because lately, like on certain topics I noticed that I've been getting like a messed up signal. So if you could let me know if the video is blurry or if the signal is not giving, because I do want, like to know that before I be like just talking and talking and talking, and then I look at the video and I'm like, girl, this video was blurry, this video was lagging, this video was not giving. So if you pop on and you just happen to see that it's like extremely blurry or it's lagging, let me know before I get too, deep into like my conversation. But yeah, so like that's just my journey with, the importance of being smaller. I definitely don't want to be a person that puts down people who are overweight. I have people in my family who I love who are overweight. I have people in the trans community who I love that are who I love that are, plus size, that are body positive. And so I'm definitely not a person who wants to be, like mean, but I also want to be a person who is able to be like, if I love you and I feel like something is harming you, and I feel like, I want you to be able to feel like you could be this way with me. Like if I'm in a place and I look like I am harming myself, and you care about me, I don't want you to feel like you cannot say to me, hey, especially if I'm caring for you. Like if I'm a person that is caring for you, if I'm a person that is looking out for you and looking after you, say for example you get sick, and I see that you're getting sick often, and maybe this could be related to weight gain. I want to be someone who could say, hey, let's change this, let's switch up this. Like I don't want it to be me fat shaming you or me making you feel a way about your body, because I know what it feels like as a trans person, as a black person, and as a person who started struggling with my weight after I had my orchiectomy. So I'm not gonna sit up here and play saint like I ain't never got mad at somebody and started hurling fat jokes because I felt like you was playing in my face and you was critiquing me or saying some crazy things about me, and I use that, and like I said, when it all comes back to it, I still feel bad about it because I'm at this place in consciousness where I know, you don't hurl, you don't say harmful things to people, you know what I'm saying, and just go all the way in when you know these are vulnerable spots for them. You don't just go in like that, because if you are a conscious person, a truly conscious person, it's gonna hurt you. Like I've read somebody and made myself sick because I went in so hard on them and I wore them out so hard and I let out so much energy on them that I literally harmed my own vibration and I harmed my own frequency. So I'm not one of those people who draws strength from destroying other people. Don't get me wrong, if I feel like the shit need to be destroyed, then hey, it's time to channel the goddess of destruction or the goddess of destruction. But I'm not a person who takes delight in tearing people down or takes delight in having to wear people out. You're eating in that short Betty Boop hairdo. Thank you. But yeah, so I was feeling it a little bit today, right? So but that's like the whole, like, I wanted to speak to the fat phobia because I my weight loss journey is important to me. I'm taking my time right now losing weight, and I want to be able to talk about it. And I want people to be able to, speak to me in the comment section, and I want people to be able to tell me, when something sounds fat phobic or when something sounds insensitive to people who are embracing their weight, who are happy with their weight. But I also don't want to feel like it's not okay to talk about weight loss. I also don't want to feel like it's not okay to celebrate weight loss. I also don't want to feel like it's not okay to encourage, us to have balance in all of the things that we indulge in, whether it's food, whether it's a little party favors, a little nose candy, a little marijuana, if it's some hard, if it's some meth, if it's if it's you like having SX, you like having like random encounters, whatever it is that your vice is, retail therapy, whatever it is that gets you to going, and helps you get through the day, and helps you to stay on that job. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times we use things, and food is one of those things that you could use where you may be fat shamed or you may be judged, but girl, you ain't finna get no hard time. You're not about to go to prison for abusing that foot long. You not, you might get, people might be, saying ignorant stuff to you, but you're not finna get no jail time. So a lot of times, food helps us to get through bad marriages, bad jobs, when you going through a rough time at school and college. Baby, I remember when I was in college, I couldn't finish because, baby, I was gaining weight so fast. Baby, I had fell in love with the refrigerator while I was going to school. And you could say I'm vain or I'm vanity. I just couldn't, because it was affecting my mental wellness. Like, when I get a certain size, like I said, I'm already post-op. So that's something that's weighing on me. The fact that I'm post-op, like that impacts my vitality. I'm HIV positive. I've been HIV positive for 20 years. Gotta take that medication. That has impacted my vitality. And then we're gonna throw some extra weight on top of that. Then you're gonna be big boned in it. For me, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. It's. I can't. That's. I literally feel like I'm carrying another person. I feel like I'm carrying other people's problems. I feel like I'm carrying other people's burdens. I feel like, and don't get me wrong, I think that some people are built for it. I think that some of us are meant for it. I think we all have positions to play, and I can't do it. I carry enough, and now I don't want to carry no more. Like, I don't want to be your martyr. I don't want to carry your burdens. I don't want to keep too many of your secrets. Don't tell me. Because I know enough secrets. Enough people done told me their secrets. Enough people have told me their business. I have literally had people to fall out with me because they was telling me their business, and it was like too many people was telling me their secrets, and I was expected to just carry all that and hold all that. Child, I broke down and told one of our friends, I was like, bitch, I'm not about to carry this by myself. I am dealing with my own stuff. I got my own problems. And they was mad at me because I told a person, and then I came back and told them. But, we'll have grace if you going to tell a psychiatrist or you telling a therapist. Like, I knew the person that I told it to would never use it against them, would never use the tea against them. But, I understand them feeling away because I shared. But that wasn't my intentions. My intentions was not, oh, I'm trying to drag you or I'm trying to put you down. It was like, girl, this some heavy ass tea. And bitch, I'm not about to tell that. Listen, bitch, I already got other people telling me they tea. I got other people come and drop their problems in my lap. Then sometimes I get people in the comment section that'll come say something heavy, or somebody might inbox me and they might have something heavy, or one of my family members might call and they got a crisis or they got something going on. Like, the work don't stop. I don't do a live video and then the work stop. Like, I randomly get phone calls and get people reaching out, and I have to, like, use my spirituality and use my spiritual discernment to be there for them and to show up for them. And so, sometimes you can put too much on the healer. You could put too much even on me. And child, I got to go to my help. I gotta, be able to reach out to somebody to be like, hey, I can't carry all this by myself. And I think that's something that we have to heal and work on in the community, is learning how to, like, be able to, trust each other, to be able to, trust that we are being responsible with the information that's being shared with us, and that we're not taking that for granted. um but yeah, that I think that's it about, like, fat phobia. Like, that's what I want to say about that part. I really don't have a lot to say about black gay pride, other than I've been back in Atlanta. I've been back in Atlanta about 2 weeks, I want to say. Um, and I thought I was gonna go to Black Gay Pride. Like, I thought it was gonna be something that I was like, girl, yes, ma'am, girl, they having Black World Gay Pride. Because at first I didn't really do the prides, like, but like over the past 5 years, as I've been embracing my wholeness, and I want to be open to, just not cutting community off, like, not feeling like, community owns the rights to me. And I think I had to go through this season of, doing me, not necessarily being stealth, not necessarily being anti the community, not necessarily being anti-gay, not necessarily being anti-LGBTQIA and all the other alphabets, but just being moving in a way that when people speak about me, they don't have to say the trans, like when you speak T.S. Madison's name, we started off with saying the trans. And I just, I'm gonna start calling T.S. Madison TB Madison. Because you're not transsexual. Like, you still got the same sexual organs that you had. And the reason why I'm saying this is because when T.S. Madison get mad at people, she called them punks, faggots, dykes. She call it what it is. She call herself a fag. So, if you think like that, and that's how you process information, then you should understand clearly. You speaking like you old school. So if you old school, then you know that transsexual means that you changed your genitalia. You did not change your genitalia. So you is TB Madison. You trans body. Because I don't even know if I could call you transgender. TB Madison. Trans body. Because you did augment your body. You did change your body. So TB Madison. TB. So, girl, TB Madison. Anyway, like, my thing is with, like, I was excited about gay pride, and I really honestly thought I was gonna go, but child, it just didn't work out like that. Like, I'm like, why am I gonna go out and pay to get in a club? Why am I gonna go and spend money, like spend Uber money or gas money, or just pour any more money into elitism, into capitalism, into, like, I don't have no more resources to give to to the black gay, because it's really black gay men who's driving it. And the only black trans women y'all see it for is the black trans women who feed into all of the stereotypes of what y'all think black womanhood, what it means to be a black woman. Y'all, them the ones y'all see it for. Y'all see it for the ones that feed into the stereotypes. Y'all see it for them. But yeah, y'all don't really see it for the girls, for the girls that have questions about patriarchy, that have questions about capitalism, that have questions about elitism and classism. Like y'all ain't trying to have that at that commercial. And this the thing, y'all swear that we should support all of this, but what we're supporting is creating a ruling class, because the people who create these businesses and who create all of this, and they are creating it for the system as it is, they're creating it to thrive in a capitalist system, in a patriarchally centered system. They're creating these organizations and these entities for to fit into a mess. And so when you go and support them and you go and sow into them, all you're doing is you're helping to create another oppressor. You're helping to create another entity. It's for me, the daunting thing for being a melanated person and for being a black person is when y'all do things, y'all make them to be soulless. Like y'all create them to be soulless and then get mad when black lives don't matter. Y'all create soulless entities. Y'all create entities for the sole purpose of capital gain, for the sole purpose of making a dime off of people, for the sole purpose of manipulating people out of their money and manipulating people out of their resources and selling people a dream. But then when the rubber meets the road, y'all for y'allself, y'all have given them, y'all sold them a dream, y'all have collected their resources, y'all have got them to sow into you, and now when their pockets are empty, there is no storehouse, but you're stored up. You have your resources, you have what you need, and they simply pay for an experience. Relationships need to change in the black community. You shouldn't go out and give your money to be razzled and dazzled and to have this grand experience, and then when your money is gone, that's a wrap. You done. It's a one time. Like when you are constantly and consistently showing up and sowing into something and pouring your resources into something, pouring your time and energy into something, there should be opportunities for you when you are lacking. Like, where's the storehouse in our community? The church is not the storehouse. The LGBT community is not the storehouse. The ballroom scene is not the storehouse. The pageantry scene is not the storehouse. Y'all just keep giving and giving and giving and giving to this machine. And what is it really giving you back besides a feeling? What is it giving you back besides an illusion? Like, what is it pouring back into us? And that is my problem with how y'all are designing businesses in this particular time. Y'all are not designing businesses that are prepared for and that consider when people are going through a rough time. When COVID want to come out, when people don't have the resources, y'all are not designing institutions and organizations and opportunities that are considerate of the people that are consistently supporting you. And I'm not gonna be a sucker. I'm not gonna be a sucker. I will go to the store if I don't need a VIP experience that's only VIP when I have VIP money. I don't need a VIP experience that's only VIP when y'all know me because I'm somebody that's popular, because I done had to do so much bootlicking and so much tap dancing that I got credibility amongst the head coons. Or I have participated in so much buffoonery, so much making a mockery of myself and my community that y'all can bring me in as the court gesture. So these are the choices we got. You could get the bootlicking trans, the bootlicking queer person who gon' give you the whole look, and who gon' recite everything just the way it was scripted, and who gon' be politically correct. Or you got the comic relief. Them your choices. You got comic relief. She finna come up in here. And don't get me wrong, I love to laugh. I love to make people laugh, but I gotta teach you while you laughing. I gotta play the whole tape while you laughing. I tell jokes. I'm not the joke. So, my thing is with the LGBT community, with the gay community, with the black gay community in particular, I was just imagining myself like, I'm about to get in the car, I'm about to go and ride down, I'm about to go ride down to the gay bars, and I'm about to go spend about $10 to get in. I'm about to go spend about $8 or $9 on each drink. You know what I'm saying? If I want something to eat, I'm going to spend about $20. Why? I could do that at home. I can go and get me a bottle for way less than that. Go and get me a little nip, little quality nip, which I might do after I get off this live. I could go and get me a little nip, have me a little puffy, cook me something to eat, put on me some Netflix, and mind my business. But I'm going to go out into the streets and spend money, because that's when I have value. That's when y'all see it from me. When I am somebody who you could capitalize off of my visibility, or you can get some money out of me. That's very much how transactional the LGBT community is. The black LGBT community have really taken a page out of the white LGBT movement. Y'all are very transactional with community. Can I use you for your visibility, or can I use you for what's in your pocketbook? But either way it go, I'm gonna need something out your pocket, or you gonna have to have some major visibility. And don't get me wrong, I don't think that it's wrong to want to be able to get something out of the exchange, but you're already getting something. These people are showing up. These people are supporting you. These people are here all the time, showing up for you, supporting you, spending their last to come in and have a good time. When do y'all pour back into the community? And why are you doing it in a way that, like, to me, a lot of times when you only support nonprofits where that allows you to get a tax write-off, when you only sow into organizations or entities where you're able to get a tax write-off, you know that a lot of these nonprofits ain't really doing nothing for us. Y'all know these nonprofits not out here really doing the work of a lot of these grassroots people that don't be getting funded like that, me in particular. Because, girl, I know I done more for community than some of these nonprofit organizations, girl. And, baby, when I tell you, baby, I know I have done. If you knew the things that I did off camera for community, and the reason why I don't put all of the things that I do on social media is because I'm not about to exploit community. I'll exploit myself. I'll tell my own story. I'll tell my own narrative because it's mine to tell. But I don't do my community like that. I don't get on here and tell all of the things that I do for community off camera. I don't talk about that. But, baby, these black butch queens, these black femme queens, these black elitist, bougie, long as I got King Jesus as black people, Baby, they will sit up and tell you that you anti-black, tell you that you not supporting black-owned businesses. I'm not helping to create another oppressor. When I look at how your organization is structured, when I look at how you do business, when I look at how you move, when I look at who you value, who you respect, who word that you place integrity to, and who you really support and who you show up, when I look at what you align yourself with, boo, I don't give a damn if don't nobody know me. I don't give a damn if don't nobody respect me. Baby, you could check my background. You could check my history. My herstory. Our story, boo. Because I've worked with multiple organizations over the past 2 years. And no organization that I have worked with can tell you that I came up in there and I showed my ass and I acted a donkey and I didn't act with class. Just because I get on this live and I cut the hell up, everybody that I have worked with, every group, every entity, none of them can tell you. The moment that I felt like I was being disrespected, the moment that I felt like somebody was playing in my face, I will write up a resignation letter in a minute. I'm not been to argue with you and go backwards and forwards with you. When you disrespect me, I'm going to my computer and I'm going to start typing. Now, if I read you, I'm going to be smart enough to read you while I'm off the clock. I'm not going to read you in the office because my mama raised me. You don't go to people's house and be disrespectful. Now, if you living in that house, sometimes you just going to have to eat that greasy pork chop. If you live there too. But if I'm visiting your house, if I'm just in your house for 8 to 10 hours a day, child, I'm not about to tongue wrestle with you on no clock. I'm not about to tongue wrestle with you on no job. I'm going to hit you with that email. I'ma send you a 4-page letter. So don't let what I give on the internet, me screaming and hollering at the camera and me cussing, don't ever let that fool you into thinking that the reason why people don't work with me is because I'm classless and I don't know how to talk to people and I don't know how to communicate, or that I'm somehow, you can't work with me. Everybody that has worked with me, Positive Women's Network, Positively Trans, child, I don't work with. I just had a booking at Spelman a couple of months ago. Spelman College. I spoke at Spelman College. Like when I work with NITAG, like every organization that I have worked with over the past few years. When I worked at my job NIRE for 10 months, I didn't scream and holler with them. I didn't yell at them. Baby, them motherfuckers got long ass emails. Oh, baby, I had a paper trail. Bitch, I was emailing books. So I'm not like when I worked for the task force in the past, when I did work for the New Orleans task force, they knew. You're going to get an email. Don't ever let none of these trans people, none of these gay people, none of these black gay people tell you, oh, Kaneen, oh, Tila loud, Tila ghetto, Tila ratchet, Kaneen, because you know that's the name that be on the check, Tila. That's my slave name, Tila. But that's why I like for motherfuckers to call me that. It's Kaneen. It's Kaneen. But yeah, oh, Tila this and Tila that, or oh, Tila this and Tila. No, I'm not. Nobody can tell you that. They can't tell you in a professional environment that I have come on a job and I done got mad at somebody and yelled and cussed somebody out. They can't tell you that at a conference, that I came into the conference room, I was asked to speak, I was asked to show up. Nobody can tell you that I had to scream and holler and yell and curse somebody out, because that's not my energy. First of all, I only give that energy to people that I love. And when I'm in a safe space, like on my live and my platform, as a black person, as a black indigenous person, as a trans person, as a queer person. I have had so much violence done to me. I have become very cautious about when I come out the side of my mouth in certain spaces, because you don't have to even be coming out the side of your mouth in New Orleans for shit to go left. And that's where I grew up as a trans person. That's not where I grew up as a human being, because my childhood, a lot of it was in Bogalusa. But most of my trans experiences were in the good NOLA. Most of my experiences as a grown-ass trans person were in NOLA. And you not coming out your mouth sideways on the streets unless you ready. Unless you ready for the smoke. So because of the environment that I came in, it taught me to be mindful, not to go up in people's spaces and places being loud and wrong, because you never know when somebody gonna be in their feelings and ready to bust you in your shit. You don't know what you dealing with. Child, I wrote a letter to a preacher one time at harvest time in Texas when I was like 21 years old. We wrote a letter to the preacher. The armor bearers started trying to jump my sister for trying to give them the letter. And I'm sitting up here, the associate pastor done guided me out, and me and him having a whole spiritual argument in the lobby while my sister is in there wrestling with the armor bearers. He done guided me out to have a conversation with me and my sister in there wrestling. And you know, I'm not the type of person who let people fight and don't help them. But I know my sister, like, she liked it. Because they wasn't punching her. They wasn't punching her. It was a lot of grabbing and rolling. It was a lot of wrestling. I wasn't about to give all of that. I wasn't. Like, if they was punching her, knocking her upside her head or some shit like that, then I would have got in it. Like, if it was something like, and they was doing that, but they wasn't. They was grabbing her. It was like wrestling and stuff. And I was like, I know her. She a freak. She, like, that didn't do nothing but get her hot, probably. She's a cocky, silent girl, so of course she was with the smoke. And so I'm out on the hallway arguing with the associate pastor. Like, we having a whole like argument about the Bible and all that. Like, I didn't understand how that was, and like it just gave me like some weird ritual stuff, like, for that to happen. Like, church had just let out, she was going up there to give my letter to the pastor, and this was the second time, I think this was the second time we had gave a letter to the pastor. Because, you know, I'm the type of person, if I come to your church and I'm gonna listen and I'm gonna take notes and I have questions after the service is over, so I'll be trying to ask the pastor some questions. So I guess he wasn't for the questions, honey. So when she walked up to try to give the note to the armor bearers to give to him, they just automatically started grabbing on her, like they wanted to touch her, like they wanted to restrain her, they wanted to confine her. And with me, the other pastor was like, I need to talk to you. And like, me and him started arguing as we was walking out the front door. So like, it was so crazy because I'm a Gemini and she's a Sagittarius. So that was fire, and fire is aggressive and fire is ready, and air is more intellectual. And so we're arguing verbally and they're fighting physically. And they went out the back door and we came out the front door. But you could see how passability and femininity, how that plays out. Because, you know, I was smaller than her, which, you know, like, I was smaller than her. I'm not as tall as her, and I'm not built up like her. So And I had been on Moans, and like I had been on Moans more consistently. So you know, passability was different then. And I'm not gonna say that I wasn't treated differently because of how I looked. That didn't have that didn't play into how I was dealt with versus how they were with her. But she could have chosen not to engage. Like, she could have just been like, I'm not gonna. She could have just been like, I'm not gonna give them this letter. Like, I'm not like when they started walking towards her, like she could have been like, I'm not gonna give them this letter. But she wanted to, like, it was like, yes, bring it. Like, girl. Not Craig. Keep deleting my comment about grooming. Oh, wait a minute. On what video? On the video that they just did? Yeah. Oh, okay. On his platform. Yeah, but I kind of so I went into that story, to say that it has taught me how to, like, when I deal with people, I don't show people the greasy pork chop right off. I'm very much a fuck around and find out type of person. You don't get that from me when you first meet me. I give very fuck around and find out energy. I give very much you like, in a professional setting. You think because I'm from the country and I have like a slur in my talk and I ain't got no letters behind my name, what you think you're about to get. You think I'm about to give what I give on these live videos. You think I'm about to scream and holler. You think I'm about to tongue wrestle with you. You think that's what's about to happen. And because I know that that's what people think, I will hit you with that paper trail. Bitch, I'm going to document what you did. I'm going to keep receipts. That's me. That's my professional side. I don't go on jobs and be. I used to do that when I worked at McDonald's. When I was a child, I did childish things. But when I started working for the state and really getting involved in activism and all that type of stuff, oh no, I'm not giving you what you expect, because I know you can't wait to call the police on me. I know you can't wait to throw me in jail because of how I look. I already know what you about to give. This wide nose, these thick lips, this crooked teeth, this southern accent, and I ain't got no education, no letters behind my name. I used to be a sex worker. I got a record. Oh, I already know what y'all about to give. I already know how you about to play with me. I already know how you giving it up. I already know how you giving it up. So guess what? I'm finna shock the shit out you. Bitch, you gonna get an email, and so gonna be CC'd in the email in any transaction. Girl, I'm gonna give you the same energy that you give me. No, I really match energy. And that's the thing. Sometimes I don't even match energy. You could be loud. You could be disrespectful to me because you're in a position of authority and you think that gives you the right to talk to me crazy. And what you're counting on is for me to say something crazy because you have more credibility on the job. You've been there longer. So if it's me and if it's me against you, then who are they going to believe? They're going to believe me or you? Of course they're going to believe you. So why am I going to feed into it and scream and holler with you and give you what you want? Child, I might I might do that. And then the next day when you wake up in the morning, it's going to be a long ass email. Because I done sit down and wrote. That's me. So let people convince you into thinking that because I get on the camera and I motherfucking twerk my ass in a circle and I motherfucking do videos where I'm shaking my ass in the camera. Let people convince you that because I get on here and I crack jokes and I wear my own kinky hair and sometimes I have a mud mask on in the video and I have a country accent. Let people trick you into thinking that that's how I maneuver in society. I maneuver how I am in my environment. If I'm in the hood, I move as hood. If I'm in a professional situation, I move as professional. If I'm in a legal situation, a court situation, I move as such. Ma'am, I dress for the occasion and everything. I send the representative. And so when I'm on my platform, you get to see all of the representatives. That's what slow people can't comprehend. On this channel, you get to see all of the representatives. But depending on the situation that I'm walking into and what I want from the situation, that's the representative I'm going to send. What do I want out of this experience? What do I want to come out of? So I'm going to prepare myself and I'm going to manifest in a way that aligns with the experience or the situation that I'm going into. Y'all see me cutting up on live and y'all think, oh, I couldn't do business with her. That's where you're wrong. I promise you, if y'all stop letting the media and stop letting the machine and stop letting hating ass gatekeepers tell you who to trust and who not to trust, if y'all stop doing that, the world would be a lot better off. Because y'all gonna keep on letting these bloodsuckers, these resource drainers, these gatekeepers run smoke up your ass, hoping one day that you gonna get to be a gatekeeper so people could dislike you and drag you and you have to move out your community and won't have no integrity amongst your people. Because, ma'am, it ain't no hood I can't stomp in. I ain't got to go in their hood and do this. Period. Because I carry myself according no matter what area that I'm in. That's that Gemini, boo. We switch it up. Make sure y'all click that like button down. Yeah, but you know, I'm just not like, I was like this year, girl, I'm not about to go to no Pride and be supporting Pride when Pride don't support me. Bitch, those gay males, those men, they be on my live. Y'all be watching my lives. Like, I know y'all have learned and fed from my lives. Y'all don't support me. Y'all don't show up for me. Y'all don't manifest for me. Y'all ain't popping it out for me like that. You know, I'm thankful that when I go to gay clubs, gay men do be trying to protect me and defend me and keep me safe when I'm out there. I appreciate that. Now there be a lot of gay brothers when I go out. They do treat me like a queen. You know, some of them will even buy drinks. So I ain't finna give them too much. Because some of them will buy your girl a drink. You know what I'm saying? You know, and treat the girl like an old queen. I ain't gonna give y'all too much. Some of y'all know. Some of y'all be paying attention. And I appreciate that. You know, TB Madison said, they stopped using the word fish But now they say the word cunts. And I don't know if that's something that they've been saying, but they say the cunts. And I'm just trying to find out, like, to me, saying fish sound less offensive than calling somebody the cunt. Oh, the cunts. They had a bunch of cunts. A bunch of cunts. I'm like, the cunts. I was like gagging. Like, what if we was like the dicks? Girl had a bunch of the dicks. Girl came in and had a bunch of the dicks with him. Girl, she had a bunch of the dicks. Girl came in with a mob of dicks, girl. Like, what if they said that about UTS? Oh, the dicks. Like, if they didn't even say the big dick bitch, they just said the big dick. Oh yeah, you know, so the big dick. The big dick one. I was like, the cunts. To me, that's more toxic than saying fish. That's way more toxic than saying fish. And you know, it looked like she was like mad because talking about how Fag Talk didn't endorse her. Fag Talk didn't endorse her. Like, well, they didn't want Fag Talk. You know, that Fag Talk was supposed to be getting paid to perform. You know, at blah blah blah. And that's the thing that I have to say is like, if you've never really supported the Black gay community, I understand that you have a platform, and I understand that, you know, your platform is increasing visibility for the community. But just because you have a platform does not mean that you should always be looking for a check. Cause you're not really like your advocacy has been financially beneficial to you. Like, literally, you have profited off of your advocacy. You have never done free advocacy. You've always gotten paid for your advocacy. So if you've always gotten paid, why would you never show up or never be willing to invest or give back to community? Now, I really honestly see both sides of this because, again, it's some bougie, elitist, you know, and if T.S. Madison wasn't trying to be the same thing, then I could see more of her side. But you're the same as them. You're just like them. You're just like them. You give me very much the energy as if you could get it for free, you would. You don't give me the girl that's volunteering to give you a lovely coin. You give me a girl that haggles over prices. You give me very much that. No, TB is TB is for trans body, because she's not trans. I don't know if it's transgender, and it's definitely not transsexual. So trans body, TB Madison. But yeah, you definitely, like, even though you rich, and I think that's why you rich, you give me very much you haggle over prices. You give me very much, you know, you trying to negotiate, you trying to bargain, you trying to see if you could get it for a little bit cheaper. You give me very much that energy. You know, that's how you get rich, getting over on people. So why is it a problem when they're trying to get over on you? Like, a lot of people will get on live and be like, oh, because, you know, you trying to lowball me. This one thing that nobody can fucking say about me: I don't lowball people. When I do business with people, when I've hired people to be in my projects, to support my art, to be in my work, motherfucker can't never say I lowball them. They can't say, 9 times out of 10, I paid for the studio time. 9 times out of 10, I paid for to have the things filmed, to have the things done, made sure that everything was straight. 9 times out of 10, I was the one who found those resources. when I do collaborations. 9 times out of 10. When I do a collaboration, when I do a project, when I work with people, 9 times out of 10, I found the resources, I secured the funding, I did all of that. 9 times out of 10. And that's not me bragging, that's not me being shady, that's me just calling it what it is. That's me calling a thing a thing. I find a grant, I get a grant from somebody, I get support from somebody, I get somebody to show up for me, I get somebody to invest in me, and guess what? That's what I do. I'm the same way with them. Like, but people are not the same way with you. People are not as equally supportive for you. People don't look out for you in the same way. People don't support you in the same way. You know, people will try to get over on you. People will haggle over prices. People will try to lowball you. People will try, and then y'all will be on the internet talking about, oh yeah, because y'all always, you know, if you lowballing somebody, you not supporting them. If you're not giving them what they ask for, you're not supporting them. But you give me the same energy. You give me very much, you trying to lowball somebody. You trying to see if your name or your clout can get you a discount. You give me very much that energy. So why would you be mad when you get it in return? Baby, I treat people how I want to be treated. And people don't always treat me as good as I treat them, but I treat people how I want to be treated. I damn sure do. And it's more than one way to show up for somebody. You don't just have to show up for people monetarily. You can show up for people, and when you get there, be fully invested with your time and your energy. You know what I'm saying? How you can help, how you can show up, how you could be proactive in the process. You know, be committed. Know your lines, know your part. Be willing to help behind the scenes. Be willing, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, stay till after it's over with. Help pick up some chairs. Help shut down. Offer somebody a ride. It's multiple ways community can show up. So it's not always financial. But if you make everything about a bag, then you better make sure that you have enough money. Because what you sow is what you reap. And if you don't show up for nobody unless they got a check for you, don't expect for nobody to show up for you when you can't get to your money. When your account's froze and you ain't got access to nothing. Expect for people to treat you the same way you treat them. And I gagged when she said, when she talk, it becomes a global conversation. Girl, I will give you international. Because you have left the country before. I don't know if you did any work over there. But I will give you international. But it is not a global conversation, sis. Your platform does not create a global conversation. International, maybe. Nationwide, yes. But not global. Don't do that, sis. Like, and when you said global in the video, you was like this, looking at Craig. Like, validate me. Craig was like this. Keep on going. It might, this how Craig's face was looking. Keep on going. It might go over the hill. Then she was like, if the Queen Mother straighten me, you know you got. You just finished sitting up here saying that. You know, when Pride have these events, they prize cisgender straight people, and they, you know, put cisgender straight people on pedestals, and they prize them over their own community. I always trying to pay straight people. So when a straight person pays you pandering and prizing that. Oh, you know, if the Queen Mother straighten me, you know y'all go straighten me. Well, that sounds hypocritical, sis. If the Queen Mother straighten you, then you know you gays gonna straighten me. That was some internalized trans homophobia. Like the queen mother. Beyonce is not the queen mother. Beyonce have 3 children. The queen mother of what? No tea, no shade. But the queen mother of what? She have 3 children with Jay-Z. You older than her, the queen mother. You're just saying that because this lady gave you a check. If she straightened me, talking about you would have given a billionaire free vocals, but you won't volunteer for a gay to support a gay event, and you've never really done any free activism. You've never done free activism for the community. You've always profitized off of your activism, so you don't have a free day or some free support. You can't even come out and get an award and do a free event for your community, but you would have volunteered the vocals for. Did you know how foolish that sounded? That you would volunteer vocals to a billionaire, but you would not come out. That speaks to who you really are, and then you turn around and try to pretend like you're so much for community. Girl, make that make sense. People be telling y'all who they are. People get so caught up in bragging and their egos, they fuck around and tell y'all who they are. And y'all be so caught up in the hype of, I have a 10,000 square foot home. Y'all be so caught up in that y'all miss when somebody is telling you who they are. I do that at first when I deal with them. I deal with them how they deal with me. Right. Child, it's crazy though. It's crazy. Like, child, I had went back and watched the end, watch different spots of the video. And I think so Golden Queen has sent me some more clips. And I think Golden Queen, I did see where they talked about Billy Porter. And that's the reason why I kind of like don't really feel bad about kind of like going in on her a little bit on this video, because when I saw how she was sarcastically coming for Billy Porter, and I've never seen Billy Porter say anything about T.S. Madison. Like, when I saw, like, Craig was like, how you fix your top teeth and don't fix your bottom teeth? Why are you worried about, like, if you don't have anything positive to say about Billy Porter, why are you talking about Billy Porter? Like, if Billy Porter haven't done anything to you, why are you speaking on Billy Porter then the moment? And then T.S. Madison be trying to act so passive aggressive and so, our aunt, let's call our aunt in. Why? Why? Why do you need to say anything to your aunt? But can't nobody say nothing to you. We need to call T.S. Madison in. We need to call our uncle in, our Uncle Matty. Call our uncle in, our Uncle Madison. Why can't nobody give you that? It's the passive aggressive. Like, even when you talked about having the trans men on your show, you knew what you was doing when you brought those trans men on your show, that it was okay for you to misgender them. That all was hype. Like that whole scenario. And you played the victim, and then you said, now you're a world famous trans person, because you are known. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if you're known globally, but you are known in this world, in this United States. You're world famous as in the United States trans person, and maybe they know you in some parts of, France and Europe and some shit like that. But you are a world famous trans person, and you want me to believe that there was a time in your life where you dated a trans man for almost 3 months and you didn't know his tea? You came up on the streets doing sex work and being out there, and you was dealing with a trans man for 3 months and did not know his tea? 3 months? Girl, TB Madison, if you don't, you're not about to force me to play these games, bitch. 3 months? 3 months. Yeah, I did not like how they did Billy Porter. And when I saw that, I was like, and then she always play the victim when the karma comes back on her. Like, Billy Porter don't bother nobody. Billy Porter is not problematic when it comes to other queers. Yes, Billy Porter do give me elitist vibes. But, they've been in the industry all this time. You know, Billy Porter do give me bourgeois elite, but it is what it is. It is what it is. That's our elder. The same thing, the same grace that I can have with Flame Monroe, I'ma have with Billy Porter. You know what I'm saying? But T.S. Madison, you sitting up bragging about being rich and bragging about your coin like you want to be the bourgeois elite. You're moving into that space of the bourgeois elite. And so you're not really a girl who could sit up and read them anymore. Bitch, you're one of them. You're one of them. It's one thing when you sit up and you read the bourgeois elite and you're not one of them. Bitch, but when you try to make yourself look like you just this regular everyday person that's working from paycheck to paycheck and venting about the system and venting about the struggle, it's amazing to see you. It hits totally different when you're sitting in a position of financial wealth and you're speaking that, like you're venting about, because these are now your colleagues. This is your community now. These are people that you actually share space with. And so it's different now when you're in that space and you're speaking negatively about these people. It's one thing to be yelling from your basement, you know what I'm saying, and you're not even a six-figure girl yet. You know what I'm saying? And you probably was a six-figure girl back then due to the porn. But you're a girl that's not a millionaire girl. You're not a super coin girl, and you're sitting in your you're in your basement and you're venting. That's totally different than you now, bragging about your wealth, having been accredited for, collaborating with Beyonce, for, being featured on RuPaul's Drag Races on multiple seasons. Like, these are things like you were in the movie Bros. You've played on the All Black Network in Hush. Like, you were even in the movie that Gabrielle Union did. Was it called Just Right? Like, you got all of these things that's on your resume, and for you to be sitting up talking about Billy Porter, talking about our sis was just like that hit different. And it's like you sacrifice people for comedy, for for to get views and to get likes, and you hide behind comedy, but you use people in that regard. And then when somebody want to speak on you, they're attacking you. They're trying to depict you in a negative light. No, people are responding to how what you said and what you did impacted them, how they felt, having to hear that energy, having to hear you scream, go from screaming and howling, reducing people to their genitalia, to moving to one thing, to moving to a whole nother passive aggressive, my auntie, call my auntie in. And then after you done all of that, it's Father God, King Jesus. You damn right people do think pieces. Because you get up there and you use that 47 years of wisdom to bring up all type of emotions and feelings out of people. People who sit there and subject themselves to all of those hours. Because if you ain't nothing else, you're definitely captivating. Baby, you could captivate. You definitely captivating. We're not gonna take that from you. You can captivate. You could draw somebody in and get somebody to be like, when you first started doing videos, like when in the beginning, I used to be able to watch the videos from beginning to end. I can't do it no more. I can't watch them from beginning to end. I have to jump around. I can't process all of that. I can't. That's too much for me. That's too much. Your emotions. You give erratic. Like people know what they about to get from me. I tell you, like I don't think I said it was gonna be a rant when I got on this video, but child, when I put Black Gay Pride, y'all should have known I was gonna do a little bit of screaming and hollering. Which anytime I talk about the Black gay community, jail, you could expect for me to evoke a little added emotion. Because, girl, I get passionate about that, girl. So, girl, anytime I'm talking about the Black LGBT community, gay pride, all of that, girl, you could expect a little extra, girl. But I probably should have said that there was gonna be a mild rant and a mild venting of sorts in this video. But yeah, make sure that y'all click that like button and support the live. Yeah, definitely do that. So I could get through the algorithm. But yeah, I think I said everything that I didn't do anything for Pride. Like I didn't do anything for Black Gay Pride. I didn't do, and I always be like, every year I be like, I'm in Atlanta during Pride season. You would think that I would, like I always be wanting to be here for this weekend because I think this is like MLK weekend. So, I thought I was gonna want to go out. I was like, because my back started feeling better yesterday, so I could have went out last night. And I wasn't interested in, my sister give me the whip to drive when I'm here. So like, it's like there was the transportation or none of that was like an issue. Like I could have went there, I could have went out last night. I was like, I'm not about to do any of that. I'm not about to do any of that. Like, and I'm gonna be honest with myself too. Child, I ain't want to go out there and get cocktail and girl and take a chance on be ready to let somebody slide up in this coochie. And girl, she only been on, girl, it's just been a month, girl. Yesterday was my 1 month anniversary of having my revision. And girl, this cooch ain't nothing but 1 month in. Girl, I ain't gonna lie, girl, this girl be juicy. Girl, my coochie be juicy, girl. I be waking up in the middle of, girl, I woke up in the middle of the night, girl. My motherfucking pants was soaking wet, girl. I was like, is this girl gonna be like this all the time, girl? It's a month later, girl. Girl, do I need to wear, bitch? I thought I had peed on myself, girl. But I think it be the lube coming out, like the lube be running out from when I be dilated. But I also don't think it's the lube because it can't be that much lube. Like as wet as I had to put on a panty liner now because the way my shit be juicy like that. My shit be juicy. 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 Got him crazy. Cause I woke up, I was like, bitch, did I pee on myself? I be wanting to do a little dance video and I be forgetting to put on a panty liner because you know when I had the penile inversion, that girl didn't lubricate herself like that. So when I had the penile inversion, I used to be able to go without draws and be able to go without panty liners. So, child, I'm sitting here, girl. I got on my little shorts, girl. I ain't got on no motherfucking drawers. I ain't got on no panty liner, girl. And girl, I'm dancing, girl, and the next thing I know, girl, I'm looking down between my legs, girl, and it's not sweat, girl. Miss Thing started secreting. Miss Thing discharging. Miss Thing is giving you a discharge, girl. You is discharging in the middle of your video, girl, in the middle of your dance video, girl. Girl, I'm gonna need you to put on a panty liner, girl, a maxi pad or something, girl. This peritoneal slap, girl. Girl, what she gonna be giving when it's time to have, girl? Now, I want her to be lubricated, girl. I want her to have moisture, girl. But, girl, I don't want her to be, girl, all day long, girl, giving drip, drop, drip, drip, drop, drip. Y'all know I've been watching Empire. Drip, drop, drip, drop, drip, drip, drop, girl. Not all day, girl. Not like a faucet, girl. Okay, girl, juicy, girl. What is going away, girl? Girl. Girl. All right, girl. The girl is girly, girl. See? It's like, girl, I gotta get used to it, though. I gotta get used to, you know, that like I was on it today. Cause normally I got on a cat suit. I'm gonna put some pictures of it on my timeline so y'all can see, girl. Cause I'm feeling real good, girl. I stepped on the scale, girl. I was like, giving, girl. I ain't where I want to be at, girl. But y'all, girl. But girl, I was on it today. I was like, cause normally I would have worn a cat suit and I wouldn't have worn no underwear. You know, with my when I had my revision, when I had my penile inversion. You know what I'm saying? That girl didn't get moist like that. That girl, when I would get excited, I would start pre-cumming, and that's how I would lubricate the cavity. But that girl wouldn't get moist like that. So, what I would do was, you know, they'll teach you all type of little tricks when you have the inversion to make yourself, you know, to make yourself moist or to make yourself lubricated. You know, they would have those, you know, instances for you, and that wasn't. So I didn't have to wear like panty liners all the time. Like I think like for like the first month when I had my surgery, the first time, for like the first month, I had to wear like maxi pads and panty liners. You know, but then after like a month, it was like I don't even think I had to wear the maxi pads for a month. I think I had to wear the maxi pads for like 2 weeks. You know, and then like a month in, I think like the third week I was doing like panty liners. And I think before the month was out, like I wasn't even doing like panty liners. You know what I'm saying? Like it wasn't like still like no heavy discharge like that. So like yeah, it'd be like giving like but the one thing that I like about this bitch is because it does secrete liquids, because it does discharge itself, like that's giving me very self-cleaning vibes. So I'm living for the fact that this girl is cleaning herself, because I do be concerned because I haven't been doing a lot of dushing because I don't want to put because they told me like you have to be careful with the stitches because stitches are still in it. So I'm not trying to fully submerge it in water. I haven't been able, girl. I want to soak in a jacuzzi so bad. I want to go to a beach, girl, and just be in the water, girl. Y'all know I love being in the water, girl. And girl, I'm slightly devastated, girl, that I can't go and get in a large body of water, girl. Oh, but girl, I'm gonna go and get in somebody's indoor pool, girl, in the fall, girl. Or girl, go somewhere where it's still warm, girl, and I could get a swim, girl. Cause girl, who's gonna be going somewhere to swim, girl, is me. Cause I feel cheated. I feel robbed. I feel like I've been cheated. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I was cheated this summer. I tried to get as much in as I could, but I still feel cheated. And and girl, yeah, but yeah, girl, the doctor said don't fully submerge myself in water because the stitches and stuff. So, the fact that girl be running out, girl, that girl be cleaning herself out, girl. That girl be the juices be running it out, girl. Like she be discharging herself, girl. She be expelling herself, girl. She be cleaning herself. She be like, oh, okay, baby, this lube not about to sit up in here. All this stuff not about to sit up here, because you know how sometimes that shit will cake up inside you, girl. Baby, this is not caking, baby. That lady is coming out, baby. That lady. And then every now and then I'll take like a little dish of warm water and I'll swoosh that girl up there just to make sure, bitch. No cakealina, no cakeana, no cakey on the back wall. No cakey on the back wall. YouTube, what is you talking about? Cause girl, you about to get your ass blocked. Cause if you don't wanna hear these stories, why the fuck you on a sex change page? Here you come again. Now when I start misgendering your ass and being disrespectful to you, cause now you playing with my pussy. Now you playing with my pussy. And the last bitch did that was TB Madison. I'm letting you know, not too much. Calm down, fat. Calm down. Here we go again. You always have to come on with some shenanigans. Don't be making no throw up faces when I'm talking about my motherfucking body and what I done went through and what I done had to sacrifice to feel comfortable in my body. Ma'am, if you can't celebrate me, get the fuck off my page. Get the fuck off my live. Get the fuck off my page. If you don't understand it, if you don't have the capacity, if you don't have the bandwidth, get the fuck off my page. Cause girl, I could have said some real transphobic shit just then. You have a whole throw up emoji. That's transphobic. It's like if a girl ain't talking about her dick and balls, y'all want to do throw up emojis. So when we start talking about pre-op girls and saying shady shit about pre-op girls, we look transphobic. But bitch, you in my comment section with a throw up emoji because I'm talking about my pussy. Trans women have pussies too. And trans women with pussies matter, bitch. But if I was sitting on here talking about my dick and balls and shit, if I was sitting on here talking about my dick and balls and shit, that'd be fine. You wouldn't have no throw up emoji for that. Girl, where is 100% pure love, girl? Because we about to remove you. And bitch, the next time you comment, Bruno, your motherfucking ass is gonna be motherfucking deleted for I don't know how many hours. Matter of fact, I got something for you, YouTube academic, because you done played with me one too many motherfucking times, bitch. Hide user from this channel, bitch. There you go. bitch. YouTube academics, bitch. You played in my face one too many motherfucking times, bitch. Now, bitch, you're exiled, bitch. Create a new page. That's what the fuck you do. Cause bitch, you come on here and bitch, you be motherfucking side jiffing and shit. You come on here saying, bitch, you had the audacity to put a throw up emoji while I'm talking about my motherfucking pussy. And bitch, that's one of the things that I always talk about. But T.S. Madison could sit up and talk about her dick, and you bitches could gather, bitch, like flies to shit, to hear this bitch talk about her motherfucking dick. But bitch, when I talk about how I laid on the table and was motherfucking bruised for my motherfucking iniquities, bitch. I sacrificed, bitch, to feel comfortable in my motherfucking body. And when I start talking about what's going on with me, you bitches in the comments with throw up emojis. Girl, the greasy pork chop was coming. I had to catch myself. Ooh-wee. Go be a butch queen with big nipples and Craig House. Period. Don't come on my live with the transphobia. Like, I was dealing with this trans person who did not have any surgeries. You know, like if you was to see them, they looked at like a dude, like literally. And I respected them as a trans person. Their pronouns were she, her, and hers. And if you would have saw the way they were sexually attracted to me because they were pansexual, if you would have saw the way that they engaged with my vagina, it was like their genitals were more valuable than mine because their genitals were still intact. Their genitals were still in the package in which they were, they were born with them, they matured with the package, and nothing had ever happened to it. Like their genitals had never been augmented or changed, and so somehow you're superior to me because you've never augmented your genitalia, because you've never, you've never did it. And culturally amongst us, we see this process, this journey, as a spiritual sacrifice. We see it as a sacrifice to feel more connected to the divine feminine. We see it as a sacrifice to be a vessel for the divine mother, for our divine mothers. Like, we're not erasing our divine father. We're not erasing that connection, but we're just making more capacity for the divine mother. And so when we have that relationship, because that's not for y'all, and then when we start saying toxic transphobic shit about why y'all don't go through the process, or why y'all don't get the surgery, when we start saying toxic shit about y'all, then y'all try to make it look like we're exalting ourselves over y'all, or like we're superior or some shit like that. That's not what it is. It be all that toxic, like I remember I used to be in trans groups, and I left trans group because they'll be saying shady shit in the groups, like oh no, like if a girl was castrated, oh no, that's like having a burger with no fries. Like you got the dick, but you ain't got no balls. Oh no, baby, I want this the trans attracted men. These are the men who love us. Oh, I need a burger with my fries. Nuh-uh, baby, that's my milkshake. The milkshake gonna come out the balls. I want my burger, my fries, and my milkshake. I want my whole combo. Girl, okay. And you know who used to really give stuff like that? Ken D and Troy Kennedy. Like them old heads, they'll be up in there, they'll be just dick and ball worshiping. But then come out the groups, then come out the private groups and want to be the most machismo policing man you ever seen. And to me that's crazy. Like, oh, if I want to be with a sex change, I'll be with a real woman. I'll be with a biological female. Why, like, why can't you just be with a person because you love them or because you like them? Why does the genitalia have to be the determinant for you? Like, why does genitalia have to be the major determinant for you to begin with? If you're attracted to someone and y'all energy is y'all energy is vibing and y'all connecting, why is the genitalia the biggest? Like, that's some heteronormity within itself. But then y'all be quick to talk about cis people and straight people, but y'all be so stuck on genitals. That's the most heteronormative fucking shit I ever seen. Gay people do that shit. Lesbian people do that shit. Trans people do that shit. That's the most heteronormative shit I ever seen. The first thing you want to know is what's up under somebody's skirt. And girl, when T.S. Madison said that she couldn't feel no dildo, she said she can't feel no dildo inside of her. Bitch, all I could think of is it because all that seal back there? That's what I was saying. Because, bitch, I could feel a dildo. Bitch, I could feel a dildo. As a girl who has the dilate to keep her pussy open, bitch, I could feel a dildo. I've never liked it dildos in my ass, though. I'm gonna be honest. I ain't never liked a dildo in my booty hole. But, that's even when I'm masturbating myself or when I'm pleasuring myself. Child, when I had a penis, I used to jack that bitch. I used to rub that bitch. I used to lay that bitch down and put that bitch in my legs and do like that until I came. But I never was a girl who liked dick so much that I wanted to put a dildo in my booty. Like, I never was. But I have let a trick put a dildo in my booty. And I'm like, girl, how the fuck you don't feel no dildo? Like, is it because it's all that seal? You talking about you can't feel that, bitch. If it's a big ass dick, bitch, I know you feel that on your prostate, on your guts. Bitch, I know you feel that bitch in your walls and on your intestines. I'm talking about you don't feel that, bitch. I'm sorry, bitch. I don't give a fuck if it's plastic, bitch. If it's warm saline, bitch. Bitch, I don't care what it is, bitch. I feel it. It's you must ain't got no walls if you can't feel it. Now, and then they even got the prosthetic dicks, like you saying you want the cum, but they got the strap-on dicks where when the trans man is coming, the cum literally runs from his clitoris down into his trans penis. It runs from that down the tube, like you could ejaculate at the same time, and the clit can be stimulated, or that tool can be stimulated while it's inside of the dildo or the strap, and it can run into the booty hole or the vagina. Like, you can receive the fluids of a female body being during intercourse if you don't have a cheap ass strap. If you don't have a cheap ass strap, you got to go get you one of them straps they be having at them conferences. You got to spend you a bag. Baby, you got the straps that warm up. You could put them in something and they get warm. And baby, they got the canal. And baby, you put that strap on. And baby, while they hitting you with that thing, beating you up, honey. And when they start coming, they come a run down the canal of the penis. Show will run down the canal of the penis and fill you up. It'll give you nut, more nut than you'll ever need. More nut. T.S. Madison been getting that whole wrecked since the 1990s, so I'm not surprised. Show me a so-called trans-attracted man, and I will show you a repressed homosexual in denial. Oh, wait. I love me some 100% pure love. This when you come on the live, I know I'm going to cackle. I know I'm going to cackle. Ooh-wee. They do make rectal poise pads for her. Rectal poise pads. Ooh-wee. Ooh-wee. I don't like plastic silicone stuff. Going up in my driveway. Oh wee. Oh water. Oh wee. Oh wee. Now, if I'm dealing with someone and that's what we got available, cause I ain't gonna lie, baby, I've been busting. Baby, I got this little, I showed it in the other video, but I had to delete it. Baby, I got this little white one with the veins on it. I be busting on that thing. Busting on that thing. Busting on that thing. I can't get it all the way in me yet. Because it's too fat to go all the way to the bag. Too fat to go all the way to the bag. But I could take more of it than I could take before I had my revision. Baby, I be busting on that thing, baby. I ain't gonna lie, I do need a little help, girl. I be watching my little porn, girl. I be like, girl, I be watching my little porn, girl, and I be like pushing, girl. I be pushing that girl up in me, girl. I be trying to push that girl further. Girl, that's gonna be bucking me up, girl. That's gonna be bucking me up, girl. I be watching my little porn, girl. I be seeing that big old dick sliding up in them coochies, girl. I be seeing them pipes up in them coochies, girl. I be looking at them pipes in them coochies, girl. Bitch, I get back on that thing, girl, and I be trying to mash that thing in further, girl. Did I hear a stitch? Bitch, I feel a stitch, bitch, about to pop, bitch, and I be like, okay, girl, you're doing too much, sis. Calm down. Calm down. You're doing too much. You're doing too much. You about to pop a stitch. This coochie ain't finished healing. You still got stitches in this coochie. That's another reason why I didn't want to take my ass out to Pride. That's another reason why I didn't want to take my ass out to Pride. Because, girl, I be done got some of that liquid courage in me. One of them butch queens I feel like, you remember when Alicia Keys was on Empire, and girl, her and Jamal had hooked up, girl. I be done had one of them moments, girl. I be done went out to the gay club, girl, and met me a Jamal, girl. Bitch, I'm Alicia Keys character, and you Jamal, girl, and we done hooked up, girl. Hooked up with one of them butch queens, girl. Be done let one of them butch queens stab me in my good coochie. Be the first to stab me in my good coochie. Done went out, done had a couple of drinks, and probably some other stuff. Went to feeling sexy. feeling sexy, and then messed up the thing. Like, fuck it, not even say. And then messed up the thing. To let one of these butch queens get up in here and injure my coochie. Not you let somebody from the gay community break your puss. You won't break my puss. You won't break my puss. You won't break my puss. I'm telling everybody. Everybody. You won't break my puss. You won't break my puss. You won't break my puss. I'm telling everybody. Bitch, you ain't about to break my puss, bitch. That pussy ain't did nothing to nobody. Bitch. Bitch, you ain't about to break my motherfucking pussy, bitch. Fuck all that. And then you know them gay, then you know them butch queens be fine. Them butch queens be fine as a bud, bad as a bud, dick in the hips and working for $1 at that baby. Them butch queens be fine. Y'all not about to send me on that mission. Y'all not about to set me up like that. No sir, no ma'am, I'm good. No thank you. No thank you. No thank you. We're good. Nah, we're all right. Thank you. I gave it the office. Nah. I ain't going. I ain't find somebody else to do it. I ain't going. Bitch, y'all not about to get me cocktail and get me drunk and get me high and get me in a hotel and injure my freshly revised puss. I'ma set this one out. I'ma set this one out, bitch. I'm not finna go out and pay money to end up having to need to have another revision. Bitch. Yeah, I'ma wait them months. My sister told me, she was like, oh no, she was like, she said after a month, she said because she don't like the dilating process. Like two of my sisters, they was like they don't like the dilation process. You know, they would rather like wait till about 3 weeks in and then have a boyfriend that would be being gentle with them and be being thought. And you know, that would be nice, you know, if I was in love already and I trusted him like that. Like if we had a bond like that and I trusted him like that. But I ain't even got time. By the time I get to know you good enough to know if I could trust you inside of me like that, child, we'll be done waited the time. Because if I meet a man today, I'm in my sober mind, in my right mind, I'm not about to let him inside of my body and I've only had a month to heal. The doctor told me 4 months minimum, 6 months max. Bitch, I'm not letting no nigga in me, no 1 month in. Nah, girl, I might try to sneak and see what is given around 90 days if I'm feeling confident. But damn sure not 1 or 2 months. We good this month, we good next month, and we good the month after that. At the earliest, I could see November the 1st. We going all of September, and we going all of October. At the earliest, like if I was just desperate, the earliest would still be November the 1st. And I doubt I'm going to be that nervous. I doubt I'm going to be that hungry. Like, you know, in my mind, a girl feel like I may as well just go ahead and sit the rest of this year out and let that cooch get good and marinated and really know what that cooch is giving for me. Really know, like really just, girl, I wanna like just really have time to spend with my cooch and really see what my cooch giving. And then once I get into that 4th month, girl, I wanna buy myself one of them little dolls with the penis that stand up on it, girl, and be just wearing myself out, girl. I want to spend like $160 something or $200 something on me like a little black mannequin doll. The only thing that I don't like is the black mannequin dolls. The dicks be so big on them. Like, it's like, no, like, who puts that inside of them? Like, who is putting these dicks inside of them? You bitches got motherfucking train track pussies. Like, it's like a motherfucking train going in the subway on you hoes. Like, bitch, who got pussy like that? There's gotta be some anal shit going on. This gotta be going in some hoe's booty hole. Cause I know you ain't taking that much in your coochie. Who is putting that in them? I was looking at the little men dolls and I was like, girl, I can't, bitch, I'm not about to try to put all that up in me. Nuh-uh. Now, if I could find one with a nice size peen, I know I'm not gonna be able to get it all in me because they be making these dicks ridiculous size. Like these dicks be 12 and 13 inches. I'm not about to try to put it in my booty hole. So these dicks be 12 and 13 inches. And the way this cooch is giving, it's giving like it's gonna be, because I'm not letting it get no shorter than 6 inches. It was 7.5 at first. But girl, she look like Miss Baby look like she's shrinking. But baby, we gonna fight the pebble. Bitch, I'ma give you at least 6 inches. We ain't going beneath that. We gonna fight for them full 6. Thank goodness I had some extra where I could afford to lose a little. Thank goodness. I started off with the 7.5. I was only promised 5.5. So 6, we good. And baby, if I could squat down 6 inches on that thing, that's most of that dick. I ain't really trying. Like, I don't want my partner. I am not a size queen. I don't want no partner with no. I do attract big dick dudes because of the way that I'm built. I do attract big dick dudes, and they be ready to run up in somebody's booty hole. And I am not really into all of that anal. I'm not really into all that anal stuff. But I be so happy when I meet a man who have an average sized penis or who don't have no big penis that really, really be loving me and living for me. I be like, yes, thank you. Like, I'm one of those girls that get happy when I see an average sized penis or a penis that's not considered big. I'm one of those girls that literally be like I don't get excited when I see a big old dick. I get nervous. I get uncomfortable. I get anxious. I be like, oh, I gotta put up with all this. I'm too old for this shit. It's trying to be like, I'm too old for this shit. I'm too old for this shit, bitch. The gymnastics, bitch. Don't nobody want to go through all that. This shit hurt. You ain't nutted yet? I do not. I'm not interested. Like, girls be excited over a big old dick. I don't be excited. And even with my extra inches, even with my new space, I still don't want no big old dick. Bitch, I want me a nice 6-7 inch. And I don't want it to be too fat. I don't want it to be too wide because I don't need you ripping up my walls and shit. I want you to be hard as Chinese arithmetic, though. Bitch, I want you to be hard as Chinese arithmetic. Bitch, I want to be able to bounce a quarter off that bitch. I want you to be hard as Chinese arithmetic. And I want to be able to bounce a quarter off that thing. Hey, Nokia. That's my sister. Yeah, I want to be able to bounce a quarter off that thing. Girl, and I want that thing to be as hard as Chinese arithmetic. And girl, as long as it's giving that, girl, we're good. Girl, as long as it's giving that, girl, we're good, girl. You ain't gotta be giving me perfect patty, boo. You ain't gotta, I don't need no big old monster dick, bitch. I am not a size queen at her. And I wasn't even a size queen before I had my sex change. Now, I'm not going to lie, because we're programmed to see big old dicks and lose our mind and get really excited about a big old dick. You know, I did used to see big old dicks and be like, girl, he got a big old dick. Girl, his dick is big. Because, you know, we programmed to really, really just give life to big dicks. But, girl, just because that dick big don't mean he know how to use it. Baby, I done had some dicks. I don't like the dicks that be so little though that when they be doing it to you, they be pushing air inside you. Like you want to go all the way out, but your stroke is not. No, baby, you just gotta move it around in there. You gotta push deeper. Like what you gotta do is mash and rock your hips inside a bitch. That's what you do when you ain't got no big old long dick. Don't be trying to stroke like you got 10 and 11 inches, boo. Like you got a 9.5 inch. Don't do that. Bitch, this is 5 inches. Stop backing it up out of me like that. You're filling me with air. Bitch, then I'm gonna be gassy and my stomach gonna hurt. Don't fucking do that shit. You gotta mash it and rock it from side to side and mash it. Roll your hips when your piece ain't big. You don't be motherfucking backing that bitch out like that, girl. What are you giving? What are you giving? 6 or 7, 8 is good for me, but I love to look at a right. I love to look at a big one. Oh, honey, I look at a big one. I'd be like, ooh, that piece is big, honey. Oh, that's a monster right there. But girl, it ain't nothing else I could do with it. Watch a classic Mr. Marcus video. Is that like a porn star? Where can I find his content? Oh, and I love to see men eat pussy. Oh my goodness. That is to see somebody eat pussy. Oh my goodness. To see, and when they be having them long tongues, girl, they used to have the man, they used to have the man who used to eat the peach. Girl, I remember before I got my sex change, girl, the man who used to eat the peach. Girl, that's what I wanted my coochie for, girl, so I could experience that, girl. When I used to see that man on social media, girl, he used to be eating that peach, girl, and he used to make his tongue. Like, he'll make that bitch go straight and be flicking that bitch up and down like that. Girl, I was like, yes, I want to It ain't nothing like a big old fine black man eating some coochie. A big old fine black man with some dreadlocks. And then, girl, he turned his face to the side, girl. And he be sticking that tongue out, girl. And, girl, then they be sucking on the labias and the lips and the fat on the side. Sucking on the little fat paws on the side. And they face be laying in between the fat and the coochie. Girl, I be... Yes! Yes! Teach me tonight! Girl, I love an old carpet much, girl. An old cunnilingus, girl. I can't wait. Girl, that's what I'm most excited about. Is being chewed and gnawed on, girl. You know, the dick is God. The dick is God. Dick is God. I love Jack. That's why I know I could be a lesbian. That's why I know I don't necessarily have to be with a man. Because I love dick. Dick is good. But girl, I love some kind of language too. Baby, I will mash a nigga face down there. And bitch, your mouth is a mouth. A mouth is a mouth, baby. That's why I never say what I won't do. I never say what I won't do. I definitely could be with a trans man who's pre-op. I definitely could be with a stud. I definitely could do some stud trans man tees. Because baby, as long as they got some trans men that don't be liking to eat, and I'm like, they just be wanting to use that strap, and I'm like, wait a minute, you not gonna eat? And I always find that odd because it's like, and these are stereotypes, and no, trans men are not monoliths, and men who are attracted to trans women are not monoliths. But you think that if a man is expected to a trans woman, you always expect him to want some booty hole. Like you just, when you meet a trans man and you meet a man who's attracted to trans women, and he's like, oh no, I don't like booty. I'm a bottom, or oh no, I just like to suck dick. Um, like when you meet trans attracted men who are attracted to trans women, and they just want a bottom for them, like they don't want any booty, they don't want that, they don't want to have nothing to do with that hole. You are gagged. And just like when you meet trans men, you meet trans men who are like, oh, I don't eat pussy. I'm like, you what? And it's wrong to just assume that, but you expect it. Like when you meet a trans attracted man and he be like, oh no, I don't like you done went and just your cookies and you ready, and you thinking that he about to tear them cookies up, honey, and he be like, oh no, I want you to top me. Then the trans man be like, oh no, I don't eat pussy. Oh, okay. Okay. So, it's a big world. Take all kind to make the world go round, huh? I know that's right, huh? Can't get mad about it. It take all kind to make the world go round. And that's on period. So, I'm not gonna yuck your yum. I'm not gonna talk bad about you. It is what it is. Good. But child, I've been on this live for 2 hours. I had so much fun. Giving and being a little messy today. Getting into the tea and being messy. We talked about a whole bunch of things today. As Amon Wiggins said, we got into some things today. We got into some things, honey. But I'm about to post these pictures, and I don't know if I want to go and find me something to eat because it is after my window. But the only thing that I've eaten today is like a breakfast sandwich, and I do want to eat something else before it gets too late. So yeah, be sure that y'all click like and subscribe to the page if you're new. Subscribe, like the channel, share in your networks. That's why I like to ask a motherfucker questions. Right, before we get involved. And like that's how I gotta be now heading into sex. Is like, cause bitch, that's a prerequisite for me. Like I don't wanna be with no nigga that don't eat pussy. I need you to love it. I need you to enjoy it. I need for it to be a pastime for you. And I mean I am very funny acting about dick sucking. I don't like to suck dick all the time. So I would probably want you to be more invested in eating pussy than I am in sucking dick. Because I'm going to be honest with you, I'm a very reciprocal person. If you are eating my pussy and it's good, then I'm the type of person, I'm going to feed off of your energy. So if The best way to get your dick sucked is to start eating me. Once you start eating me, I'm gonna get so hot, I'm gonna start patting you on your thigh and telling you to swing it around so we could get into 69 so you can have that dick in my mouth while you eat my pussy. Like that. That's the best way to get your dick sucked is to start eating the pussy. Cause bitch, then I'm gonna pat you on your thigh. That's the best way to get some head. Cause once you start eating, bitch, I'm gonna be ready for that dick in my mouth. But at no other time, bitch, am I gonna be just like, pull out that dick and let me suck it. Like, I gotta be fucked up. I gotta be on some other type of time, some demon time. I've been doing some extracurricular activities and I'm just hot. Like I've been, doing some type of party favors or some shit like that, and I'm just feeling extremely sassy, then yeah, I might volunteer some head. But typically, no. Like, even with my boyfriends, bitch, if you want me to suck your dick, start eating some pussy. Once you start eating, I'm gonna start sucking. Sister, enjoy your evening until we meet again. Thank you, Janice. Eat the pussy like you're eating a mango. Exactly. Exactly. It's okay to treat yourself. Exactly. Yeah, I'm about to go and try to find me something before it get too late. So, but I'm glad you got the pop on, Nokia. Girl, go ahead and start the video over, sister. That playback is everything. Yeah, I love y'all. Down but now that I say cool, it keeps spinning and turning in Gani Iyanko Kalukalo, which means, um, what does Ian Gani Iyanko Kalukalo? Oh, yeah. It means I am a child of God, goddess, and if I am, you are. I got a million things on my mind. But, bounding round both circle and square, we too speak life, so operations beware. Sending healing to those in despair. El Babosawa, which means we come in peace, no harm to any. Leylem Leyler. And don't forget to put the 5 hearts in the chat. Purple ones rise. Give me my 5 hearts. Thank you, 100% pure love for just keeping me laughing and booting out the crazies, jail. You was on it today. This is going to represent our candle today. As we blow out this candle on the physical plane, it prepares us for times that are now. Amen, a woman. I love y'all. Where's my purple heart at? There we go. There we go. It's a white heart with a purple box. But it's going to be purple today. It's going to be purple. How you make it like that, though? I want to know how to do that one. Because I like that. Because it still represents the same thing. But how you get it to do that, I don't see that. Is that like an iPhone thing? Look. She gonna say, oops. There we go. Okay, you gave us some extra hearts, huh? Janice Hudson, you gave us some extra hearts, huh? How many is that? Okay, that's 7. Come on, 7 hearts. Okay, so the 5 hearts represent earth, air, fire, water. Wait, earth, air, fire, water. And then the 5th represents either heart, soul, or spirit. So this is the animation to the elements. The elements come together and this entity animates them, makes them active. It's bringing together the elements and giving them life through soul, spirit, or heart. So when we put the 5 hearts as purple ones, that's what it represents. So I want to make sure that I be consistent with letting y'all know that when I ask y'all for the 5 hearts, that's what I'm speaking about. So we are doing alchemy. We're calling together the elements. We're acknowledging that we have heart, soul, or spirit. All of them are the same to me: heart, soul, spirit, because we use our heart to make decisions. We use our soul to make decisions. We use our spirit to make decisions. Whether you're guided by your heart, whether you're guided by your spirit, whether you're guided by your soul, It's different names to me that mean the different thing. Not the physical heart, but the spiritual heart. You know, the spiritual soul, the spiritual spirit. Anyway, I love y'all. Y'all have a good evening. And I will check in with y'all soon. Hope you enjoyed this video. Again, be sure to subscribe, like the channel, and put that thumbs up button. Thank you. Later.